Morning students, today we are doing the next chapter number 8, body movements. Here in this chapter, first of all, I am telling you about cells. So what are cells? Cells are the building blocks of life, or you can say that the organism that are having single cell, they are known as unicellular organism. For example, amoeba and paramecium. And organisms that are having more than one cell, they are known as multicellular organisms. Okay, so here we are discussing about locomotion. So first of all, what is locomotion? Locomotion means animal, you know that animal can move from one place to another. So this is known as locomotion. So this type of movement is known as locomotion. So here we are learning about locomotion, movement in animals. So here you can see that in this animation, first of all, we are studying about movements in earthworms. So here, as you can see the earthworm in the animation, that earthworms are invertebrates. So do you know what are invertebrates? Invertebrate means the organisms that are without backbone. Okay, like we are vertebrate, animals are vertebrate. Why? Because they have the backbone. If we are talking about invertebrates are without backbone. So here we are discussing how do earthworm move. So as I told you that earthworms are invertebrate that have a liquid skeleton, that is a fluid present in the space inside their body. Okay, and the muscles contract and expand against this fluid. And take, like, suppose if we are talking about earthworms have a hair-like structure called bristles on their underside, which provides the friction needed to grip the soil, as you can see here, in which they live. So they extend the front part of the body and keeping the rear portion fixed. So how they move? Again I am telling you, when an earthworm moves, the front end become long and thin and the rear end becomes short and thick, as you can see in this animation. Why? Because this is due to contraction and expansion of muscles, and an earthworm thus moves through soil by repeated contraction and expansions, okay, of muscles. So here you can see that it fixes the front end and releases the rear end. So now, as you can see, then shorten the body and pulls the rear end forward. So in this way, earthworms can move, and its body secrete a slimy substance to help the movement. Okay. So now we are discussing that ring-like segments and hair-like bristles, as I told you earlier. So now, do you know that earthworms are also known as farmer's friend? Why? As you know that earthworms loosen the soil. Okay? So that's why they are known as farmer's best friend. So you can see that how they lose the soil. So after this, yes, here you can see some earthworms. So now after this, you can see in this animation that earthworms are called farmer's friend. Now we are doing the next topic, that is movement in snail. So now listen, how do snails move? Now snails have two pairs of tentacles, as you can see in this figure, and the large pair, you can see the tentacles, yes, and the large pair of the tentacles bears eye spots. So you can see the location of tentacles and see how they move. Snail moves slowly with the help of muscular foot. You can see the muscular foot under their belly. Okay, and the foot shows baby motion. Now what are the features in the snail? Foot for locomotion and foot secrete mucus, that is for their protection. Okay. So now I am telling you one thing more, like mucus is left behind. As I told you earlier that mucus is a liquid that is left behind when a snail crawls on a surface and the shell, you can see the shell of the snail also, it is dragged along with the foot. So now we are discussing about movement in cockroach. So you can see the cockroach, they have three pairs of legs. Now these helps in walking. You can see the 3 pairs of legs in the animation. So these help in walking. Okay, and they have the 3 parts, that is head, thorax and abdomen. Okay, and 3 pairs of legs that helps in walking. Now the body of cockroach, as you can see that it is covered with a hard outer skeleton that is called exoskeleton. Okay, what is exoskeleton? When the body of cockroach is covered with a hard outer skeleton, and that is known as exoskeleton. Okay, and this helps in movement. And you can see the 2 pairs of wings attached to its body. Okay, and the breast muscles move the wings when the cockroach flies, and then a cockroach can walk, climb as well as fly in air. So you can see the animation of cockroach here. You can see the images of cockroach. You can see 3 pairs of legs and the 2 pairs of wings on its body. Okay. So this was regarding movement in animals. So what are the features? 3 pairs of legs. We are discussing about cockroach. 3 pairs of legs, sets of distinct muscles. Okay. So now we are discussing about movement in fish. So as you know that fish has a streamlined body. You can see the streamlined body. Streamlined means from the front narrow, from the middle broad, and again from the tail it's narrow. Okay, so which taper at both ends. Taper means narrow shape, and this kind of shape reduces the water resistance and make it easier for the fish to swim in water. Okay, and the fish have, you know that fish have fins and tail which help to swim inside the water. So now if we are discussing how they move, now you can see that here in this animation you can see that a fish, they have the different type of fins that helps in different ways during locomotion. What is locomotion? Movement. And the dorsal, pelvic and anal fin, they balance the body of a fish. Now you can see that this makes the jerk and pushes the body forward. This is helped by the fins of the tail. Okay. So now after this, if we are talking about other fins keep the balance of the body to keep the direction. Yes. And if you are talking about tail, then tail of the fish with its fin is like a rudder to a boat. Rudder means a flat piece of wood or other material at the back of the boat. Okay, and the skeleton of the fish that is covered with the muscles, as you can see earlier. So while swimming, the muscles make the front part of the body to curve to one side, and the tail part swings in the opposite side, as you can see here in this animation. So what are the features of fish? Streamlined shape, swim bladder and fins. Now we are talking about movement in birds. So now you can see that similarly the birds also have the streamlined shape. Now how they move? So they have a streamlined body, as I told you earlier, which reduces air resistance, and their hollow bones make them light in weight, and the forelimbs are modified into wings. You can see the forelimbs that are modified into wings, and the wings are covered with feathers. You can see here the structure of the bird, and they have the very powerful chest muscles which help in moving wings up and down. You can see the downstroke. So birds first move its wings down and forward. Okay. So after this we are discussing that upstroke means the bird lifts the wings upward to prepare for another downstroke and continue. So this was regarding upward and upstroke and downstroke. Again I am telling you about upstroke. Upstroke means the upward movement during the flapping of wings. Downstroke means the downward movement of the wings, that is known as downstroke. So how they move, what are the features in the birds for the movement? they have the streamlined body, hollow bones. Okay, so this was regarding birds. And the forelimbs modified into wings, and wings are covered with feathers. So these are the special features in birds. If we are talking about snakes, how do snakes move? So listen, muscles also interconnect the backbone, ribs and the skin. So here you can see that snake's body curves into many loops. Okay, and snakes are vertebrates having a long flexible backbone. Okay, and each loop of the snake gives a forward movement, and this snake moves forward very fast and not in a straight line. You can see snakes never moves in a straight line. Okay, so again I am telling you about how do snakes move. So first of all, you know that snakes are vertebrate. Why? Because they have a flexible backbone. Okay, and the muscles interconnect the backbone, ribs and skin, and they have rectangular scales that line the underside of their body. And the long body of snakes make many loops, and each loops give it a push by pressing against the ground. So what are the features of snakes? Crawl on its body, curves the body into many loops, and loops help the body to move faster. So this was regarding snake. Now, so today we will discuss up to movement in snakes. Thank you.